Well, during a recent visit to Los Angeles, Joe Biden, who's running for president for the third time, let the rest of the country know that Americans have a moral obligation to give free health care to illegal aliens. Watch.
Look, I think that anyone who is in a situation where they're in need of health care, regardless of whether they're documented or undocumented, we have an obligation to see that they're cared for. That's why I think we need more clinics around the country.
How many more clinics? Well, we don't know because we have no idea how many illegal aliens live in this country. Could be 10 million, probably closer to 20, could be 30 million, could be 40 million. We literally have no idea. But all of them need free, unlimited health care that you're required to pay for. And by the way, says Joe Biden, we need more immigrants, too, as many as possible. Biden's not quite as enthusiastic about Americans who are born here, but he's very firm on their obligation to pay for all of this. Melissa Francis is co-host of Outnumbered and hosts After the Bell on Fox Business, and is a great and smart person. We're always honored to have her on the show. So you're a math person.
Yes.
Does the math work on this?
No, the math doesn't work at all. But let me start with why this is a very cruel policy. Because you have, picture the mother that's in Nicaragua or Guatemala, and they're thinking about, is it worth making this journey? Is it worth taking my child, risking my life, paying a coyote $7,000 or whatever it costs these days? The New York Times actually has done some terrific reporting recently on what it's like to make this journey. There was an article called "We Pay with Our Bodies," and they were talking about the fact that even though they paid, these women were raped, and it's almost inevitable along the way. So as you're weighing this decision, you're going to say, well, another enticement is that once I get through to the other side, if I survive, there'll be medical care there free waiting for me. So you're adding to the magnet.
Right.
That's
totally.
And the cost-benefit analysis. So on one hand, where it's supposed to be so compassionate, it's not. They talk about sending money to these countries in Central and South America that people are fleeing. How about not adding on to the magnet that is up here before at least we solve all the rest of their problems? You make the point about the math, which is absolutely right, but is much more boring and is less emotional. But, you know, that's what math people do. The truth is, if you have open borders, you can't have liberal give away everything social welfare policies. We can't afford it. You can either slam the door and give away everything and make it a freebie state, or you can open the borders and you have to make people pay for stuff, because otherwise, even if you confiscate all of the wealth of all the billionaires in this country, it is not going to pay for free health care for everybody.
No, that is the point that is worth reiterating every day. Yeah. If you want a welfare state, and a lot of people do, and not just liberals, a lot of Republicans want one, they want free health care, you can't have open borders, period.
Yeah. It just, the math absolutely does not work out. No. Even if you tax everyone to death, there isn't enough money.
No, it's totally true. Melissa Francis, thank you. As always, great to see you.
We solved it, and it was so quick.
We did solve it. Well, it's true.
Piece of cake.
You went to Harvard. This is true.
Well, in spite of that, I solved it, yes.
Good point. Good to see you.
See you soon.